Hey everyone, Shahseller here and welcome to another review video. Today I will be talking about Monster Hunter World, which I have been playing on PC for almost a month now, and it has given me enough time to properly experience the game and write what I think about it. This is going to be a short, honest review, so do not expect any in-depth details of the game, story spoilers or anything else that can ruin your experience if you have not yet played it. The review will not have a precise structure, but I will go through the following aspects of the game: the graphics, music, story, multiplayer aspect, gameplay, playtime, is it worth the price, and would I recommend it. I will not strictly have a positive and negative section, but rather include my feedback, criticism and appraisal throughout the review in all sections. Let us begin. Monster Hunter is a series many of you know or have at least heard about. With this year's Monster Hunter World game, the series finally returned to its roots on the PlayStation console, as well as expanding to the Xbox and PC systems. Currently, you can play the game on any of these three, with the PC having a bit of delayed content due to the 8 months release date gap between them. The game's graphics are stunning and beautiful, no matter on which system you decide to play it. Everything from the character and monster designs down to the weapon and armor details and environment look simply amazing. In this section, the game is a solid 10 out of 10, and I think Capcom have definitely done their best in using the performance of the consoles and the PC to the maximum. This does have its downsides, however. The console players will not experience it as much as the PC though. The game has a very large hardware requirements for it to run smoothly with good graphics on the PC. It also does drain a big amount of your CPU power. Even though multiple patches and fixes have been deployed, it still chunks a large portion of CPU while playing and has a strange CPU usage spikes from time to time. So in order to enjoy these good graphics without frame rate drops and spikes, you will have to invest in a good machine or simply play on a console. For people familiar with Japanese games and those who enjoy them, the music of the game will be something familiar and very pleasant to the ear. Monster Hunter World has the defining soundtracks and music the Japanese developers use in their games. It gives you a nostalgic sound combined with new ideas. For people new to the genre and to playing games from Japanese developers which have not had a lot of Western influence, there might be a strange moment and a feeling of what am I listening to, or is this some old-styled kung fu film music? Unlike games like Dark Souls, who have a more Western approach to their music, the music in Monster Hunter World keeps to its origins and culture. It is incredible and well done for the series and the game. It is not for everyone, and it definitely is different from the music we're usually used in Western developers' games. But that is what makes it perfect, the fact that it keeps to its roots and surpasses them. I have not played any other Monster Hunter games, but I found the story in this one a little lacking, without much depth and development. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but I expected a bit more. The reason it is not bad is because it fits well in what the game is actually made about: hunting, exploring, crafting and evolving your character by facing newer and tougher opponents. For the hardcore story lovers, this game will not give you a lot to see and experience. There is a story to be told, there is a lot of communication with the different NPCs and a lot of interesting moments and dialogues. I was just expecting a bit more due to my experience with other similar games, so consider it a personal preference. Again, however, what is given fits perfectly and it gives place to what the game is actually about, and that is to hunt, hunt and hunt. It is a hunting game and it is a damn good one at that, regardless if you decide to tackle it alone or with friends. The multiplayer is very well done, with player hubs allowing up to 16 players to be together in one group and up to 4 together in a single hunt. The PC version experienced some multiplayer issues when it was released, but now everything is fixed and working smoothly. I should add, while on this topic, that both Steam and Capcom have done a great job of fixing issues and bugs in a very short amount of time. And as a whole, the port of the game is clean and very optimized without big issues. Speaking of the gameplay, I will first start with the fact that if you play the game on PC with keyboard and mouse, you will need to rebind and change some hotkeys to better optimize your playing experience. It is a little bad by default, so take a look at it. Control experience is great, although I love playing with either on my PC, and before any die-hard fans tell me I'm not a real player because I do not play on a console with a controller, I will say that I have the game for both console and PC and enjoy them both equally, and I have played more console games than PC ones in general. Back on topic, gameplay is smooth, well balanced and very fun. You have tons of weapons and armor, tons of different types of those weapons and armor, as many combinations for skills and strategies as you would want. So yeah, I have yet to see a game such as Monster Hunter World where you have such a wide array of options to choose from for how you want to approach something. Yes, it will take a while for you to unlock most stuff and experiment and use them, but you have it in there. You have the option to decide, try out, fail and succeed in a different way. Each weapon has its own combos and ways to play it, which are original and feel like a totally different game when you combine this with the monsters' behaviors. Speaking of them, the monsters do have a set amount of attacks and abilities, but when you also take into consideration the environments, the differences in each zone, and the fact that any other monster can come and make it a double or a triple fight, then those simple patterns become more complex ones, which contribute to a different experience each time you face them. At some point, you will learn everything you can about the monster, but trust me, after 200 hours of playing the game, I still feel nothing like being bored. And each fight, even against a starting monster, such as the Great Jagras, feels like a totally new experience and pumps me up with excitement. Considering all this, expect to spend a lot of time playing the game without getting bored. Even if you're a very good player and fast progressor, I can tell you that you will have enough to do after you complete the game once. You can always try to go for another run with a different weapon, some might want to unlock and upgrade every weapon type, there is just so much you can do in the game, and that is without considering that new monsters and content is added almost on a monthly or a bi-monthly basis. Be it monsters from previous games or brand new ones, there is a constant flow of events and interesting updates that Capcom brings to the game. Currently the PC version is a bit behind the console ones, but it is catching up and the developers are striving to get them to the same pace in the following months. Some events that have appeared on the consoles are currently still in development and not released on PC, but do not worry, they will come with time. So after all this, is the game worth the price it has? My answer is most definitely yes. The game costs $60 or euro or the equivalent local currency you have, and it is worth every penny for it. The game will give you hundreds of hours of entertainment, ongoing events which switch and change with time, and also new content on a monthly or a bi-monthly basis for which you do not have to pay anything extra. You pay once and you get it all. Considering everything else I have said, I think it is definitely worth it to buy the game, even more so now when there are multiple different discounts offered for it and different editions available between consoles and PC. I have put a couple of links sponsored by Amazon down below where you can buy the game regardless if you are in the US, EU or any other part of the world. This was everything for this video guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, then press the thumbs up button and give it a like. Drop a comment down below with any feedback or if you simply wish to share something. Check the different links in the description for following me on Twitter, Twitch or joining the Discord community. And remember that if you want to see more video game content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon in order to get notifications. Shadow Strider out.